From Software's Elden Ring had been confirmed to be at the Taipei's game show. If you would remember, the game had been announced during the June 2019 E3. It is a collaboration between the makers of Dark Souls and the writer of Game of Thrones. Well, right now, we don't have any information about the game, and it is also unclear what will be shown during the Taipei's game show, as it won't be anything playable. Sony has not revealed a launch date for the game as well. A new list has been shared by the PlayStation.blog, and it shares with us the most downloaded games in the PlayStation Store are for the year 2019. For the PlayStation 4, the most downloaded game is the Call of Duty Modern Warfare, followed by Minecraft and NBA 2K19. For the PlayStation VR, the top of the list is Beat Saber, then Super Hot VR and Skyrim VR. The free-to-play chart is topped by Apex Legends, then Fortnite and Dauntless. Well, you can go to their site for the complete list. It looks like the next Batman game is being teased with a mysterious logo. The logo can be seen in the Warner Brothers Games Montreal website. Two of the blocks are filled up so far with the emblems of the League of Shadows and the recent Gotham City symbol. There are, however, 8 more circles left to fill up. The 8 more blank spaces may represent different functions in the upcoming game, and it may be possible that the next Batman game is the Court of Owls, but that has not yet been confirmed.
So, you know my name. Good. Because I know everything about you. Your darkest secret. Your ultimate weakness. I know you are Bruce Wayne.
The answer is simple. I'm just like you. I'm just like us.
A game about an android trying to pose as a human will be launching at the end of the month. The game is called Speaking Simulator, and it is a comedy game. Well, players would have to use a WASD keys in order to move the tongue while at the same time move the jaw using the mouse. The goal is to look as a natural human and not be seen as an android. Well, players will also need to learn basic body language to fit in the human world. And Speaking Simulator will launch on January 30 for the PC.
Destroyed and converted into batteries. I don't. They want to harvest your organic matter and convert humanity into a liquid-based energy source. I think that would be bad. Because I'm just a regular guy. So vote for me. Because I definitely won't do it.
The spin-off of Persona 5, which is Persona 5 Scramble, got a new trailer, and it features the game's fast-paced Mozo action and as well as its hyper-stylized art design. Well, although the game is said to be a spin-off, it looks like it is an entirely new experience in itself, having a new story as well as new characters. Well, the only launch date available is that for Japan, but no Western launch date has been revealed for the game as of yet. Both Doom and Doom 2 are now able to run at 60 FPS rather than the original 35 FPS. Also, some quality of life features have been added, like the better selection functionality and aspect ratio option that is able to stretch the display vertically so that it is able to match the 4:3 aspect ratio of the original games. Well, there is also a new quick saved option as well as the quick weapon select menu on the D-pad. Well, you can check out the complete changes in the patch notes at Bethesda's.net. Stars Untold is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and it is bringing Stranger Things and 80s horror vibes. Well, the game first launched in the PC, and it, however, cannot be ported directly to since there are parts of the game where players should not type out words. Well, the Switch version has a different interface for this. Players would have to collect phrases and words on a list as you find them in the game. Well, this is much better than typing it later in a virtual keyboard, and Stars Untold will launch in January 16. Resident Evil 3 will be launching at the said launch date. This has been confirmed by Capcom's Peter Fabiano and Masao Kawada, as they promised that there will be no delay for the game. Resident Evil 3 is already 90% complete, and it has a launch date of April 13. Fans should rest assured that the game will be launching at the announced date, since its development started along with the Resident Evil 2 remake on the same engine. Get to save the key to Scott in the universe starting next week. It's a fast-paced brawler Super Crash KO, which is the combination of a beat 'em up and run and gun combat, will have you playing as Karen. Well, she is on a mission to save her cat named Chubbs, and also known as the cutest cat in the universe. Well, your enemy is the fashionable alien commander who is in control of a robot army, and of course, saving humanity is important, but saving Chubbs will be the top priority. A new solo adventure is coming to Hearthstone, and it will be bringing 35 new cards. As a part of the Year of the Dragon, Galakron's Awakening will be adding 2 separate story campaigns. This will come with 24 encounters that are spread across 2 stories, one of which would have the League of Evil, EVIL, is trying to resurrect the great proto-dragon, Galakron. The other story will feature the League of Explorers trying to save the world and put a stop to a wicked plan. Galakron's Awakening is set to arrive on January 21st.
So you're saying this whole year's led up to raising that big evil dragon, and once my pal stopped you again, the world is safe again. Is that about right?
They won't stop me.
Yeah, they will.
No, they won't.
Yeah-huh. Yeah-huh.
Driven arts and graffiti games, Second World War FPS Days of a War is stepping out of early access and into a full game. Well, the game kickstarted in 2017, and after 3 years, it will have its full release in January 30th. The game will support up to 32 players in 12 maps that are set in Europe, North America, and Eastern Front. There are also 6 different characters classes available, so enjoy the class-based progression system that will have unlockable content and so much more. Today's daily deals are here. Our freaking today is the fighting game by Bandai Namco, Tekken 6 Xbox 360. We also have the 3 games with a buzz discount, which are the fighting game, Soul Calibur 6, the racing game, Greed, and the action role-playing game, God Eater 2 Rage Burst. Don't miss out by going to our daily deals page, only here at ALLKEYSHOP.com.
A new Magic Legends gameplay trailer features 2 of the 5 playable classes in the game, one of which is the Geomancer, who uses the powers of the earth like fire and stone. The other class is the Min Mage that uses psychic and telekinetic powers. 2 of the landscapes in the game have also been seen, the Shiv, which is a volcanic island, and Benalia, the Dark Swamps. Magic Legends will be launching for the PC and consoles sometime this year. A detailed leak surfaced for the upcoming game Assassin's Creed Ragnarok. The leak claims that Assassin's Creed Ragnarok protagonist is a Viking named Jara. It also claims that the game will be launching next September and that the official reveal will be in February during the PlayStation meeting for the PS5. There will also be drop-in and drop-out online co-op with up to 4 players, and that it will be a cross-gen release for PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PS4, and PS5. The Xbox Series X won't be having exclusive games until at least a year or 2 after its release. This was confirmed by Microsoft Matt Booty. Booty explains, "We want to make sure that if someone invests in Xbox between now and Series X, that they feel they made a good investment and that we're committed to them with content." The Xbox Series X has been announced to be launching by the holidays of this year. No concrete date had been given as of yet.
Finally, you would dream where you are now.
Minecraft is not shutting down. It turns out the news about the popular game closing its servers on December 21st, 2020 is just a hoax, and that the site that spread the news is actually a prank generator that is set up to create fake news stories. For some reason, Google was able to pick up the story when then looked like a reliable source of the news. This worried a lot of fans, but Helen Z of Mahjong was able to put everybody's worries to rest by tweeting that the news is just a stupid hoax. Monster Hunter World Iceborn has launched for PC the other day, and it seems like some of the players are encountering problems with it. There are some who are experiencing some save files issues and performance issues. For a save files issue, there had been reports that their old Monster Hunter World files had been deleted. The workaround here is, when you see the warning, no compatible save was found, you just have to decline so that a new save file won't be created. Resident Evil 3 remake won't be exactly like the original game. Capcom revealed that Carlos Oliveira, one of the characters in the game, will be getting a much bigger role in the game's story as compared to the original game. The enemy nemesis has also been improved. The sound design will also have a role in the game where players will have to rely on sounds to avoid zombies. There will also be just one ending to the game, so don't expect multiple endings. Resident Evil 3 will launch on April 3, 2020.
What the hell? How could this many people be infected?
The city is completely cut off.
Yakuza Like a Dragon launched 2 TV advertisements in Japan. The first clip is just 15 seconds long, and it is as wacky as it can get. The parts that grab our attention is, of course, the chicken, as well as Ichiban Kasuga wearing a knight armor with a sword and shield in each hand, about to take on a huge dragon. The second clip is more on the serious side of the game. Yakuza Like a Dragon is set to launch in Japan on the 16th of this month and later this year for the rest of the world. A new Rusty Lake game has been added, and it is called The White Door. The developers say that this is a bit different from the previous Rusty Lake games, with the gameplay and puzzle mechanics, as well as in the more personal story that it tells. Players will play as a man named Robert, who is an employee at a birdseed company and has been institutionalized for some reason. The White Door is now available on Steam and itch.io for $3 of £2.50.
We are here to help you retrieve your lost memories and bring back color to your life.
To the Moon, a lovable indie game that launched in 2011, is getting a Switch port on January 16. Originally, the game was made by Freebird Games director Kan Gao using the RPG Maker XP for the PC. For the Switch version, it was remade by XD Network using the Unity engine. Players will follow the story of a Dr. Rosalind and Dr. Watts as they help an elderly, dying man fulfill his last wish. The game offers a beautiful 16-bit art style as well as evocative music. Dota Underlords is gearing up to leave early access soon. The game launched in early access June of 2019 and is set for a full launch in February. This is a perfect time as players could be losing interest. At first, the game had a player count that is about double of artifacts at its peak. However, that has declined by about 90%. Dota Underlords only needs one more update before launching into a full game. The update will come with balance tweaks and fixes, as well as one more Underlord.
Crossing fate.
BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle for PlayStation 4 is running a beta for the game's all-new tournament mode. Right now, Arc System Works has two beta tournaments planned, which are on January 13 and January 20. Those who would want to be a part of this will need to be registered along with an ESL account. Players would then have to choose the new tournament menu and then register a slot. Today's daily deals are here. Our free game today is a fighting game by Bandai Namco Tekken 6, Xbox 360. We also have 3 games with the best discount, which are the fighting game Soul Calibur 6, the racing game Greed, and the action role-playing game God Eater 2 Rage Burst. Don't miss out by going to the daily deals page at ALLKEYSHOP.com.